rubbing Deb's shoulders.
Yeah, a little
Like
bit.
them
That's what I was
one
thinking.
bit. The movie ends with them thinking about cream pies before getting cream pies.
Cream pies.
How many victims fit?
Hey guys, my name's Dan, and today's reaction comes from Dead Meat. This is Killer Klowns from Outer Space 1988 Kill Count Recount. Now, I know it's a recount, but this is certainly my first experience with it, and my god, was it a freaking blast. I can certainly see why it is a cult classic, and I can't wait to see James break it down. I can't wait to see what James is wearing, because he's always got a really fun outfit to go with whatever movie or TV show that they're counting the kills for. And of course, though, the behind-the-scenes stuff, the behind-the-scenes stories are always super fun as well. But before we get into it, though, please do check out all those links I have for you down in the description below. More specifically, Dead Meat's link if you haven't already. It's a great way to support the entire Dead Meat team, and a great and easy way to support me is to go right below this video and click all those buttons down there. It's not to let you see future reactions that I do, but also it's my channel to grow. And without any further ado, let's go.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims and all our favorite
shirt.
horror movies and show you how they were made. I'm James A. Janice, and
Oh,
today
wait. I gotta count everything we see here. We got that clown, got that one. Wow, this whole thing is decorated. You even got the popcorn up here. I love it.
we're once again looking at Killer Klowns from Outer Space, released in 1988. Killer Klowns from Outer Space is exactly what it sounds like. A schlocky 80s B-movie about a small town invaded by aliens who look like clowns. Sometimes it's hard to define exactly what a B-movie is, but there's no mistaking Killer Klowns for one. In fact, I'd say it's king of the Bs.
Oh, yeah.
Or possibly the Bs. What up, John Saxon? I first covered this movie on New Year's Day 2018, back when I was but a lad. It's a classic Kill Count episode, and I'm happy so many people still love it. But I want to throw some respect on this film with an upgrade that shows more of the craft that went into making it. Also, the count itself could use some revising. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Killer Klowns is the brainchild of Stephen, Charles, and Edward Kyoto, three brothers whose special effects work is the source of many a classic scene, like the kids scarring Large Marge in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. They did stop motion for Elf and a bunch of episodes of The Simpsons, and designed puppets and animatronics for Ernest Scared Stupid and Team America World Police.
Oh, that's
They're the guys
dope.
who created The Critters, which Zorn covered on the Kill Count last year. Stephen Kyoto directed and co-wrote the film with Charles Kyoto, and both of them co-produced alongside youngest brother Edward.
There's a lot of Kyotos. That name was on there a lot. It was kind of funny. That was a big laugh for us.
They've been making short films with stop motion their entire lives, from middle school to college and beyond. But Killer Klowns is the only feature film they've written and directed, and they did so with the help of their friends and family. That gives Killer Klowns an earnestness and a rough edge to its filmmaking that only adds to its charm and appeal. This movie is a great example of what you can pull off with a small budget but boundless creativity. While the brothers had near complete creative control over the movie, they only had a budget of $2 million. That's not a lot to make a prop-heavy science fiction film with
definitely
a bunch
not.
of monsters, but they managed to do it by calling in favors from people who enjoyed their work. The resulting homemade-looking movie is such a mood, and I mean that in the best of ways. It's colorful but dark, cheap but impressive, and paced expertly with constant clown gags throughout. It never lets up on the fact that these clowns are clowns. They're clowning all over the place. It's great. The tone is perfect, with wacky lines delivered in over-the-top ways, but at the same time completely straight. This movie knows exactly what it wants to be, and succeeds, thanks to both the effects and the cast, especially Grant Kramer as Mike. Dude is such a smarmy little guy. Sometimes it feels like he's almost making fun of us, the audience, with his line deliveries.
Hurry, step right.
Okay, what the fuck?
It's also the beard
Let's see now.
hedger for trimming and the Shears 3.0 for nail grooming.
Okay.
That's all great. I love it all. But what am I getting?
Well, you and all our viewers are getting 20% off plus free international shipping.
But I'm a dad.
I know, man. You did that.
I did.
Me too. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Just head over to manscaped.com and use promo code KILLCOUNT20 at checkout. How many kills will come one, come all to this 3-ring recount? Let's find out and get to them. The movie begins with the world's greatest title song.
Oh yeah, it's so good, man. Such a banger.
This iconic theme, performed by the Dickies, was written by frontman Leonard Phillips based solely on the film pitch their label was given by the movie's music supervisor. It's a quiet night in the college town of Crescent Cove, California. Probably because everyone's at the top of the world, a makeout spot for young lovers like Mike Tobacco and Debbie Stone. Unfortunately for all the hot lips here, they're about to get cooled down by a couple of dirty ice cream men.
We'll give you the stick, you give it a lick.
These bozos are Rich and Paul Terenzi, Mike's best friends from school. Their popularity does not extend to the other kids.
No.
After they leave, Mike and Debbie get back to their inflatable flirting, but they'd better be careful. Don't want Jason popping in and making them sound like this.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe Mike does want to make Debbie
Oh,
sound.
yeah,
But as soon
maybe.
as she sees a shooting star, she'd rather go find where it landed. Sorry, dude. I know you're trying to get with her, but just go with it. Kinda sounds like she's getting turned on by this.
Come on, you can find it, Mr. Adventure.
Mr. Adventurer likes shirt. Hello. The fire in the sky also catches the eye of Farmer Gene Green. He and his good boy Pooh investigate and find a circus tent in the woods. That gets the farmer freaking pumped. He loves the circus.
I love the circus.
See, I told ya! Actor
Yeah.
Royal Dano
What?
was a bit of a showman himself, having provided the voice of Abe Lincoln at Disney's Hall of Presidents. Green pokes around for a ticket,
that's cool.
not noticing the red-nosed Ferracci
I've always
inside.
wondered that.
Oh, shit, is that
I've always wondered about all the voices that they got for all the animatronics for that ride. That was one of my favorites.
Animal Patrol? Because he's netting poo. Or maybe it's a flushing toilet, because that poo be gone. The dog
Oh.
napping makes Farmer mad. Farmer
puppy.
smash! Farmer rage!
How dare this thing apart with my bare hands?
But bare hands still conduct electricity.
To be fair, though, if something happened to my dog, there'd be hell to pay.
Mean Gene Green Tomato gets fried and thrown to the ground. He encounters the movie's first killer clown named Jumbo, who scores the first killer clown kill with a ray gun that makes the poor farmer sound like this. Mike and Debbie arrive later, still hot to explore, but the sight of a mystery circus tent dries her right up. Mike, on the other hand, is super jazzed now. He loves a good free wood circus.
Guys, this place great or what?
Yeah, dude, I love flatly painted walls and dim lighting. They do
Yeah,
find some cool shit
very
though,
dark.
like these beep boopers. Good work, Mike. I'd be pressing that shit too. Even more impressive is when they end up on the far side of a matte painting. This so-called power chamber is a reference to the Krell chamber from Forbidden Planet. It tips Steb off that this ain't no circus. This ain't no carnival. This ain't no theater, neither. Welcome to a spaceship, motherfuckers. She's pretty concerned about that. Mike's more blasé.
I've never seen anything like this before. Have you?
No.
There are certain lines that Chelsea and I quote all the time to each other.
Oh.
Like Homer Simpson's, "No, it doesn't."
It smells funny in there.
No, it doesn't.
Mike's "No" is one of those lines.
I've never seen anything like this before. Have you?
No.
No.
Seriously, man, do you even know how much of a little asshole you sound like?
No.
Further
Yeah,
evidence that they're
a
inside a
bit.
UFO right now is a storage room full of cotton candy cocoons. Mike's optimism melts away like sugar in your mouth when he discovers the red face of Gene Green. They hide from a clown named Rudy who walks in as Mike recognizes another victim, his friend Joe Lombardo, who I'll go ahead and put on the count. And since these cotton candy cocoons have corpses inside, I will also add the 11 other cotton candy coffins we see. That's right, we're counting cocoons this time, baby. Nothing could go wrong.
Yeah,
Mike and Deb
totally.
manage to get away, but not before Rudy hits him with a fistful of popcorn.
Popcorn? Why? Popcorn?
Because the clowns, that's why.
That's gonna do a lot of explaining in this movie. Like he's tracking balloon dogs.
Because they're clowns! Because of course they make the
Skedaddle
balloon
along after
animals.
it, whatever it is. The popcorn gun was the most expensive prop made for the film, costing $7,000 and taking 6 weeks to build. And it only ended up working for the one shot. Other clown guns were much cheaper, made out of $10 Super Soakers from Toys R Us.
Clowns
That makes
are
sense.
us.
No, Toys R Us. Keep up, Mike!
Oh!
The balloon dogs, meanwhile, cost as much as a balloon. But they did need to coat the legs in latex to prevent it from being popped by pine needles on the ground. Mike and Deb haul ass and peel out, bouncing clowns left and right off their windshield as they flee. But that won't stop them for long. They on that Mikey My routine. We're only 20 minutes in, and the clowns are already waddling their dumpy asses to town, accompanied by more bitchin' music. Ooh.
Oh, such a
The
banger.
music in Killer Klowns is a crucial ingredient to its awesomeness. It was done by John Massari, who beat out dozens of other potential composers with a demo score set to the scene where Mike and Debbie first flee the spaceship. The Massari continues to champion the movie to this day, composing music for the upcoming video game and putting on live concerts of the film.
Oh,
we
that's
covered the
dope.
one they did way back in 2018, which is where we met Zoran for the first time ever. So you can thank
Yay!
and/or blame John Massari for this guy.
How should you blame him?
Mike and Deb head to the police station, hoping to enlist the help of Crescent Cove's finest. Unfortunately, that includes Sergeant Curtis Mooney,
Yeah.
who's got a bone to pick with his
Sergeant
natural
Dickhead.
enemies, teenagers. He's not above police brutality or pulling an Elon Musk and implying people are pedophiles.
What's the matter, Dave? You got a thing for these little boys?
His more by-the-books deputy is Dave Hansen, an absolute hunk who's not afraid to be a righteous ball of rage. Hottie Hot Dave is an ex-boyfriend of Debbie's and is none too pleased to meet her new boy toy Mike, or hear about their kooky clown king. He starts to take them seriously when they say that people are dead. Mooney remains more skeptical.
Killer clowns from outer space. Holy shit.
Dave's willing to check things out, even if it makes him a third wheel.
I'm not your boyfriend anymore. It doesn't change the way I feel about you, little Debbie.
Wait, did he just call her Little Debbie?
Little Debbie.
Aw, she is Widow Snack Cake. Dave
Aw.
thinks Clown Town is no place for a lady, so he forces Deb to stay at home. And he forces Mike to still ride in the back. What a power play, dude. He stays passive-aggressive like that for a while.
Hey, it's got nothing to do with you, really. It's me. It's obvious she goes for laughs, not stability.
While the boys go to the crash site, the clowns arrive for
What a
some
jab.
broad villainous shenanigans. A schmuck who looks like a proto-Culkin stops to watch a parkside puppet show in a gazebo. He thinks it's bullshit until it breaks out the special effects. Then he's in love with the punched-up Punch and Judy show. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't like it again. Because Spiky the Clown emerges to take an encore, and him as a captive audience.
Bam.
Too bad your ass got zapped. Rudy gets into monkey business, aping an animatronic. Not bad, clown, but can you sing hot, hot, hot? He follows two girls inside a pharmacy, and the next time we see them, Rudy's turned them into cotton candy flippers. The pharmacist, Mr. Myers, has a serious clown problem here, and the clowns have a serious coke problem. Elsewhere, Bibble the Clown has started working for Postmates.
Oh, pizza.
What the hell, lady? Who reacts that way to pizza?
Yeah,
I think
seriously.
you deserve it when Shorty the Clown pops out with
They'd
his
be like,
cotton
"Oh,
candy gun
pizza!"
hot and ready for you. Another clown named Fatso pulls a similar gag with a violent valogram. We don't actually see him cocoon this lady, but that grimace tells me he's not in a merciful mood.
Yeah.
The pizza bit actually took dozens of takes because little things kept messing up. First, they had to pop the clown head up on a rod through the pizza boxes. Then a puppeteer had to stick his arm through the boxes and aim the gun correctly.
Ooh.
A simple gag like that took hours to do. If one of 20 elements, if just one of them wasn't working, you're screwed.
It's that kind of dedication that makes this movie special.
Could we have
I
made a
agree.
simpler picture? Yeah. You know, but it wouldn't have been Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
The vignettes continue as
Good
Shorty
point.
rides his trike up to the no butt, no putt game. That's what it says on the wall. Makes sense too. You need a butt to putt. One mullet-headed meanie
Sure.
decides to stomp his ride, so Shorty bounces back onto the scene with a pair of boxing gloves.
What are you gonna do? Knock my block off?
Yup.
Oh shit! Shorty Jason takes his man head off like a
Bam.
rock'em sock'em psycho, which turns one dude into Ron Simmons. Damn indeed. One of my favorite things about the clowns is that they're funny, but they're straight up evil too. They have no compassion for anyone. I mean, this
Nope.
one named Jumbo tries to brain a little girl with a mallet. Her mom interjects before it happens though, and that makes Jumbo mad. The Kyotos had a lot of experience with animatronics and puppetry thanks to their work in Critters. For Killer Clowns though, they opted to focus on production duties. While they designed the clowns, these nightmare-inducing animatronic sets were built by
God.
mechanical advisor Dwight Roberts. These so-called hero animatronic heads used for close-ups were cable-controlled and needed to be carefully directed.
Right there's your mark. Now open his mouth and smile.
When full body shots were needed, like when the clowns are walking around, simpler heads were worn by the performers that had more limited remote-controlled movement in the eyes and eyelids.
That makes
Mike and
sense.
Dave get to the crash site only to find the circus has pulled a disappearing act. Dave straight up arrests Mike for the crime of wasting his time, but reconsiders when they find the top of the world, a hilltop homicide scene. Extra sticky. Amidst the cotton candy webs, they find a pair of specs belonging to Bob McReed, a youth played by a young Christopher Titus. We saw him during the opening credits, making Mooney Moody and drinking brand beer. It's liquid bread. It's good for you. The discovery of Bob's
totally.
glasses is enough for Mike to verify the kill for us.
They got him. He's dead.
Back at the police station, the phones are ringing off the hook, but Mooney's never met a clown call he couldn't drink away. He thinks this is a town-wide conspiracy, with everyone joining in on a Terenzi Brothers prank. Come on, man, people don't even like those guys. He gets a
Nope.
call from the pharmacist complaining about a Fresh Prince clown. Mooney hears the guy start screaming through the phone, and that can only mean one thing.
They
Dead.
got him. He's dead.
Dead!
The clown chaos continues as a guy named Joe finds himself in a John Wayne racy with a clown named Slim. And it looks like he's driving nothing at all. It took about 3 hours to get this effect ready, which involved connecting headlights to the clown performer's feet and sewing his costume over the top of the rig he rode,
That's
which was
clever.
attached to the bottom of the car. They wired it so the clown performer could control the rig's movements front to back and side to side simply by moving his wrists.
Oh, that's incredible. That's great.
Slim's clown car runs Joe off a nearby bridge. It crashes onto the ground and Joe meets a lightly toasted death. The car was supposed to fly much further during this stunt, but the cable pulling it snapped at the last minute.
Action.
Cable brought.
No.
The Kyotos are still unhappy about the way it turned out.
Like
Yeah.
a runny nose. He just dribbled over the cliff.
Whatever, guys, you drove a real-ass car off a bridge. I'm always gonna pop for that. And
Sure,
the punchline
same.
still works for Slim, too. At home, Debbie's trying to shower off all the popcorn she's got on her. We get a little PG-13 tease, but the ratings board pans the camera away to a creeping colonel on the ground.
Yeah, we can't have a horror movie without a shower scene.
It's top secret, won't be revealed just yet, but we
Ah,
do get
top
more
secret.
popcorn play popping off elsewhere. Jumbo disperses some in a dumpster outside of a fast food restaurant called Big Top Burger. A Big Top worker, who's also maybe a birthday boy, gets pulled in while taking out the trash. He becomes a midnight munchie for the trash monster. That is one jacked up Jack-in-the-Box. A group of people waiting at a bus stop get a visit from Slim and his Shady Shadow puppet
might
show.
be one of my
wow,
favorite
so
parts.
patriotic. These shapes are quite impressive for a guy who only has 4 digits. But this sinister Simpson's got something else on his mind. A
Yep.
motherfucking dinosaur!
Om
Mike and
noms.
Dave drive by just in time to see Slim shadow ban the bus stop group to his bag of popcorn. Man, that took a Jurassic dark turn. Mike commandeers the police car to make a citizen's arrest, but Slim just hippity hops out of the way.
He's gone. He went straight up.
Dave radios Mooney for reinforcements, but the paranoid policeman still ain't having it.
Fuck you. Over.
He must still be traumatized from his time dealing with those Faber College guys.
Oh, Animal
With
House.
Mooney, Mike
Okay.
and Dave decide to banana split up after they spot the Trenzi brothers and their runaway ice cream truck. Dave drives to the station while Mike asks his friends to help him warn the town about the alien invasion. The brothers Trenzi don't buy his story, but Mike gets them on board after saying they need to swing by Debbie's place.
She's got 2 beautiful roommates with big boobs.
A lot of the characters in Killer Klowns were based on and named after friends of the Kyoto brothers in real life.
The cast of characters really are people that we knew. I mean, the Renzi brothers are very good friends of mine, and we always had fun adventures with them, doing stupid things as kids. And Mike Tobacco was always a ladies' man as well.
Mike's actor Grant Kramer took the character and ran with it, coming up with some of his dialogue himself. Kramer's
That's
a
awesome.
2-time kill count veteran, thanks to New Year's Evil and Willy's Wonderland, which he also helped produce. Mooney's reading about guns when Jumbo toddles into the station and pulls a classic clown gag to rain on his parade. Ew, why's that water kind of milky? Jumbo
Ugh.
keeps the police station
I don't want to know.
Whoop, 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 while Mooney jumps straight to the brutality again. Jesus! Can we get a body cam on this guy? Mooney sticks Jumbo in a cell, but the clown unfurls a Where's Waldian noisemaker that grabs Mooney by the throat and slams him against the bars. Or at least we'll pretend it does. He's clearly a few inches away.
What are you in for?
Clown stuff! Dave arrives to find the station empty save for some footprints, which he follows like this were Boys in Blues Clues. He discovers the bodies of Jumbo's 2 cellmates, who have been issued a saccharine death sentence they never deserved. He also comes across this absolute nightmare.
Oh.
Dead silent Sergeant Mooney turned into a puppet in a fate foreshadowed
So
by an
good.
earlier line.
Make a dummy out of yourself. But you're not gonna make a dummy out of me.
It's
Sure
a
did.
genuinely disturbing sight, and the scariest part of the film, especially when Jumbo Dunham starts talking.
Don't worry, Dave.
Ugh, the voice.
All we want to do is kill you.
Thank you. Dave opens fire, which doesn't do anything until he shoots Jumbo right in his big stupid clown nose. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hurt your little feelings? Just Wonder Woman your way out of there, clown. Good
Yeah.
job, Dave. To achieve the spinning lights on the walls during this effect, they built a rotating pillar of mirror shards that reflected light around the room. Kinda
Oh,
looks
that's
like
clever.
something out of Hellraiser. Dave finally manages to call for backup on the radio, and they're gonna need it since Mike and the Terenzis just came across a whole ass clown parade. The first time I covered this movie, I thought that this scene was a nightmare to count. That was before the Purge series. Now, it's easy to see that the clowns have already claimed 13 victims here. One tossed from a window and added to a pile of 5, one being carried by a clown named Talls, 3 more we see in a separate pile, and 3 littered on the street being hoovered into this freaky float. One guy almost survives by hiding under a car, but when he tries to run, he doesn't make it.
They got him. He's dead.
This giant vacuum machine was just a pickup truck with decorated panels attached to it. It reminds me of when I turned my old Topaz into a tank back in like 2006 for my first ever online series, Battlefield 2 in real life.
That's fun.
I'm James H. Janice.
Oh man, the shit my friends and I would do in high school. I'm glad I made it out to the other side. The Trenzies get the fuck out of Dodge and head to Debbie's, whose popcorn problems are really heating up. She finishes her 2-act-long shower and discovers those kernels have grown into clown leech babies. The Jack and the Bastards try to take a bite out of her, but she aerosols them out of there and gives another two a little kick. A ghoulie clown almost gets her, but she puts her shower head to its third good use and buys enough time to get away. Alas, she still gets cornered by Slim, and she just can't kick those leg warmers hard enough. They turn her into Balloon Girl, a perfect match for Jake Gyllenhaal. And that was hinted at earlier on the phone.
They took your wife away in a balloon? Well, you don't need a police pal, you need a psychiatrist.
They used a real basic trick when people were turned into cocoons or captured in balloons. It was simply a matter of the clown performers freezing in place, the actor stepping out of frame, and the prop being brought in and put in their place. The footage in the middle was removed by visual effects artist Gene Warren Jr. of Fantasy 2, whose work we just saw in The Terminator. He did plenty of other zappy effects too, like the rotoscoped ray gun beams and the spinny tornado effect when the clowns
it looked really good.
He also handled the composite shots when real footage was combined with matte paintings. Mike and the Trenzies see Debbie getting taken away, so they follow in cold pursuit. Dave spots them and joins the chase, but an ill-timed brake check causes bumper-to-bumper car damage. Dave grabs a shotgun and hops in the ice cream truck as they head to the Boardwalk Carnival, beloved by clowns and vampires.
All right.
And Terenzi's. The Crescent Cove Carnival was played by the Santa Cruz Boardwalk, the same location used in The Lost Boys and Jordan Peele's Us. The rest of Crescent Cove was mostly played by the nearby city of Watsonville. Outside the carnival's funhouse, a security guard sees an insane clown posse roll up. Aw, don't send the clowns. They always bring me down. To achieve this clown carpool, they parked it over a false floor on a loading dock, which the clowns climbed through before exiting the vehicle. The clowns are here to spoil this guy's lunch break with dessert.
What are you gonna do with those pies, boys?
Clown stuff. They pie until he dies, reducing him to a gloopy mess of cream and blood. Yeah, go ahead and put a cherry on top, shorty. It still looks like
One big pile of shit.
The security guard was meant to be a cameo for comedian Soupy Sales, who was famous for taking pies to the face. But I guess the executive producers didn't know who he was and didn't want to pay to fly him out. The boys arrive shortly after and follow the clowns inside for a funhouse final set piece. They walk through a smoky warehouse where roadside stops store their signs. The Terenzies just can't help booping stuff here. But again, man, I totally understand.
Don't touch it, okay? This place is probably booby-trapped.
More like boopy-trapped, because the bros boop down a Scooby-Doo trap door and land in a McDonald's play place. There, they find a surprise waiting for them.
Are you Debbie's roommates?
Oh, maybe it is booby-trapped.
She's got two beautiful roommates with big boobs.
Mike realizes they're in the same circus tent he and Debbie found. It's just been moved to the boardwalk. He heads to the storage room where they find, fuck.
Yeah, there's a lot. Jesus Christ, you got all the ones down here. You got these, you got these, you got these. You got the ones over here, you got ones over there. It ain't my job to count this.
1, 2, 3. Oh, well, it looks like it goes 2 rows deep. Nope, no, it goes further back than that. Shit. Mike, where are you now, dude? I don't know what to count here. Can someone please make me a diagram? Writer Tim.
Way ahead of you.
Oh, yeah, he is. Thanks to Tim's meticulous counting in these screenshots.
Good job, Tim.
We'll add 158 cocoons to the count. And no, we're not double counting the 13 we added earlier. We're professionals here, don't you worry. Mike and Dave try to double check Tim's work, but they're interrupted by a honking big boy named Chubby. The two hide and watch as Chubby picks out a cocoon that's nice and ripe, according to his touch, sniff, and sound. He pulls out the ultimate crazy straw to reveal what these clowns have been up to. They're turning people into grenadine for their ice cream treats. After the sweet tooth leaves, the pair finds Debbie in her balloon Bastille. Dave frees her with dubious firearm safety. Finally, Deb's back in the game. Dave wants to free more people, but they send in the clowns to disrupt their plans. Their escape is hampered by carnival hijinks like Beetlejuice worms and a fun-sized Sarlacc. Dave manages to kill Chubby and another clown with his shooting gallery skills. Someone get this man an oversized plushie. He runs out of ammo, forcing Mike to Monty Hall an escape route.
Another door. Another door. Come on, Mike. Another door. Another door.
No, this would probably go a lot faster if you didn't announce it every time, Mike. You ever think about that?
No.
The trio is surrounded inside a final boss arena, but they're saved by a Deus Ex ice cream machine.
Yeah.
I am the great and powerful Gojo. I command you to stop. Do not hurt them. Let them go.
The ploy works at first, but then the clown starts scurrying
Yeah, so
off to make room for the main act.
I gotta ask, all their clothes are just ripped to shreds. Did they sleep with those clouds? I'm not sure.
That he's a-comin'. Who's a-comin'? Jojo's a-comin'. The clown of the show. Jojo, the actual Clownzilla, drops in, and he don't take too kindly
what a
to
bizarre
identity
adventure this
theft.
is.
Mike, Dave, and Debbie manage to get away, but Jojo gives the Terenzi brothers a good milkshaking before bringing the boom to the yard. The Kyotos originally planned for Jojo to be stop motion, but instead opted for the Power Rangers method and stuck Charles Kyoto in a rubber suit.
You gotta do is, you gotta come up and then wham, like put your shoulders back for the look.
They personally built all the miniature sets used for this sequence, which had to be filmed at a super high frame rate for technical reasons I still don't fully understand.
What I want to say to the fans, it's very important to study your math in school because mathematics comes into this, calculating all those frame rates and stuff.
Dave opts to stay behind to heroically sacrifice himself and distract Jojo while Debbie and Mike make a break for it. Police backup finally arrives and meets them outside as the big top starts spinning up, up, and away. Jojo grabs a hold of Dave, but the officer pops that big boy's nose with his police badge, adding the clown kaiju to the kill count. The resulting explosion destroys the whole spaceship, so I'll add the 19 clowns still on board to the count as well. We saw a 17 during the Clownzilla scene, and we can't forget Debbie's roommates either.
Big boobs.
I'll also add 7 human captives to the count now, assuming all the balloons we saw on board had people in them. And those were separate from the cocoons. The explosion drops a clown car from the sky, and Mike and Deb don't need to cry, because turns out Dave survived.
You made it.
That's right.
You made it.
Dave was originally meant to die in the explosion, but test audiences wanted a more upbeat ending, so it's happy reunions all around. That includes the Terenzi brothers too. They also crystal skulled that shit. Dave completes his story arc of an aggressive ex who became a decent, understanding guy, and maybe even worked his way into a throuple. I mean, he do be rubbing Deb's shoulders.
Yeah, a little
Like
bit. That's what I was thinking.
bit. The movie ends with them thinking about cream pies before getting cream pies.
Cream pies.
How many victims?
Okay. All right. Okay, get it together, Dan. Get it together. Okay.
Inside the Killer Clown's car of kills? Let's find out and get to the numbers. Wait,
where'd the clown
where'd
go?
Shorty go?
Uh-oh. Oh, hey!
Shorty, what are you here to do?
Knock my block off. Whoa!
Damn. We counted 234 kills in Killer Clowns from Outer Space, way more than I did the first time thanks to Tim. Yay, Tim! The victims consisted of 16 male humans, 6 female humans, 21 male clowns, 2 female clowns, and a whopping 189 unknown cocoon and balloon victims. That gives us this pie chart that probably tastes like cotton candy, or popcorn, or bad. With a runtime of 88 minutes, that left us with a kill on average every 22.56 seconds. I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to the biker. It's an iconic kill that works as a hilarious punchline. Literally. Also doesn't hurt that it cleans up after itself. Dull machete for lamest kill will go to the 158 cocoon victims, since I had to pay for Tim's time to count them all. But he did great. Thanks, Tim. And that's it. Killer Clowns from Outer Space was released in 1988, but thanks to a botched release, it completely bombed at the box office. Seriously, it only made like $80,000.
Damn.
That is a disaster. Thankfully, it found love on home video and has since gotten the recognition it deserves. If they ever make a sequel, I'll cover it right away. But until then, I'm James A. Janice. This has been the Kill Count.
For the next Kill Count.
We got
Hi,
next.
kids. Do you like toys? Are you sick of Furby knockoffs that are rude and crude? Have you recently lost both your parents in a tragic snowplow accident?
Oh my God!
Great, because we've got the perfect robotic companion for you, and her name is
Model 3 Generative Android.
But you can call her
Megan?
Megan?
Oh, he's finally covering this!
Regan. Megan is the most advanced toy on the market.
Is that so?
Yes.
She's designed to put up with your child's crap so you don't have to.
Katie, seriously, flush the toilet.
She's the perfect friend who always tells the best stories.
Allow me to tell you a little bit about my wormhole. I was born in a sandwich hat and I wolfed many cabbages.
And best of all, if anyone ever hurts your child, she will straight up rip their ear off and chase them down like she's a rabid little werewolf girl.
Damn!
Crazy. It's insane, right?
So
Yes!
This week, make sure to watch Megan, because you better believe she'll be watching you. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
And
don't
on
watch me,
Friday,
please.
Dance your way over to the kill count, only on Dead Meat.
I want you all to remember this moment. The moment we kicked Hasbro right in the dick.
Megan.
Okay. I've been looking for a reason to watch that movie. But as far as this movie is concerned, I absolutely loved it. It had just like so much charm to it. It was so much fun. I loved how they used everything that was associated with clowns, from the balloon animals to the like puppets, hand puppets, cotton candy. Just the way the whole layout of I guess their tent is. Just everything looks so good. And I also love the theme. As I said, it's an absolute banger. The music throughout, it was awesome. The knocking off of the head was awesome. Having clowns of all shapes and sizes was awesome. Coming out of an actual clown car, that was awesome too. Like, as I said at the beginning of this, I could see why it was a cult classic. I could see why it got the love, because it definitely deserved it. I hope they make a sequel one day, but I don't think they will, because it's just been too long. Here's hoping they do that. But that's going to do it for me here. Comment down below. Let me know, what did you think about Killer Klowns from Outer Space? Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Please check all those links I have for you down in the description below. Then lastly, and most importantly, I want to give a huge shout out to all my $5 and up supporters on Patreon: Luchador, Cruising, Wolverine 310, GBN, Kester Cronin, Joseph McSweeney, Amber K, Raymond Bright, Joshy, Chris Curtis, Haley Machinardi, Ann Perry, Larka, Voskophony, Morgan Page, Izzy, Misa, Misa2, Lily the Snoopy Fan, Lauren, Jenny the Swiftie, Allison the Aesthetic Girl, Matt Hushy, Fleet Street Vicom, Christopher Banyard, Sarcastic Karma, Travis Knops, Songbird177, Sophie the Sunset Girl, and Sarah Long. And if you two would like to have a shout out in each and every one of my videos, please head over to patreon.com/TheDanReactor for more. And I'll see you guys next time.